Hey there, I, Sam Valentino, private toon detective, and here to debunk one of the stupidest clickbait capers I've seen so far. As sure as of early this week, you suddenly started seeing articles online about Marge Simpson dying in the season 36 finale for The Simpsons that aired over a month ago. Well, let me make this clear for you all. Marge Simpson is not dead. The episode in question, called Estranger Things, was just a non-canonical flash-forward episode taking place in a future timeline where Bart and Lisa are adults. 35 years into the future to be exact. And it's not the first time they did a flash-forward episode showing a possible future for the Simpsons characters. Their first one was over 30 years ago, Lisa's wedding in season 6, set 15 years into the future. Then 5 years after that, we got Bart to the future in season 11, taking place 30 years into the future, and being the one where Lisa's president of the United States. And 5 years after that, we got future drama in season 16, but only set 8 years into the future, with Bart and Lisa graduating high school. And then such flash-forward episodes began to become a bit more frequent after the switch to high definition. And now with the current showrunner Matt Selman at the helm, The Simpsons has become a lot more experimental. So they still do some of these flash-forward episodes, playing around with different outcomes. But in those past flash-forward episodes, Marge is still alive but pretty old in certain cases. Let's see, Marge's current canon age is 34 years old, and add 35 years, she would have been 69 years old in Stranger Things. But the reason for her death in this hypothetical future timeline, in the lead into the flash forward, she tells her kids,
"Your father and I won't be around forever. When you get older, you'll need to lean on each other."
And indeed, 35 years into that episode's future, Marge has passed on, but they don't say why. With each flash-forward episode they've done, they make the future different each time, making it more unique so they're not repeating the same thing over and over. Usually, Lisa is the very successful one, while Bart may not be so successful. Sometimes Homer and Marge may be divorced, or something else similar happens to their relationship. And in light of this, showrunner and executive producer Matt Selman ended up making a post online, confirming that Marge is not dead and that these flash-forward episodes are not canon. Yes, as I knew that from the start, but today's generation is still unaware. They have to check the facts before making such off-the-track proclamations. After all, I'm a private detective, and getting the facts straight is my job. But the question is, why did this clickbaity thing suddenly pop up over a month after the episode first aired? It could be possibly from someone reacting to that lame-brained SpongeBob SquarePants beating The Simpsons at the Kids' Choice Awards for the umpteenth time. As indeed, The Simpsons are nowhere as popular nowadays, with shows like SpongeBob, Rick and Morty, and even Bob's Burgers having eclipsed it. Heck, even Family Guy is still a little more popular than The Simpsons with today's generation, even though that show is meant for adults, and the ratings for that show are pretty bad. So it sounds like someone was trying to make The Simpsons relevant again, as they've been washed up for years now. Yet Fox and Disney are just throwing away money, renewing it for more seasons that don't bring in strong ratings or good income. Money that could go to better use, like, I don't know, maybe promoting theirs or Pixar's original non-sequel animated movies. But the Disney Big Bad Wolf already ranted on that for you all a couple days ago. But yeah, in this day and age, journalism can be crazy and misleading, with people coming up with stuff just for clickbait, even if it's not apparently true. What a world. But aside from that, I just need to clarify for you all that Marge Simpson was not killed off. This isn't like when the show killed off semi-recurring character Bleedy Gums Murphy 30 years ago to make for a very moving Lisa-centric episode. Or when Maude Flanders died 25 years ago, as that one was kind of to shake things up and take advantage of Maude's original voice actress leaving over a pay dispute. Even though she eventually returned, but Maude did not. Then there was when Homer's mother Mona suddenly died in 2008. And after Marsha Wallace unfortunately died in 2013, they killed off her character Edna Krabappel with her. And then the very infamous season 26 premiere Clown in the Dumps, where Fox was hyping so much that a beloved character would die. But thanks to my sleuthing and putting the clues together, I correctly deduced that it would be Rabbi Krostovsky who dies. And last year, as part of being experimental, they suddenly killed off longtime recurring extra Larry, one of the background barflies at Moe's Tavern. But of course, those are all secondary or minor characters. And there's no way they'd actually kill off Marge. But I do feel kind of sorry for her voice actress, Julie Kavner, as her Marge voice is getting a little closer to sounding more like Patty and Selma.
Have you noticed that Bart and Lisa don't hang out these days? They barely even speak anymore. I don't want Bart and Lisa to be the kind of siblings who stop speaking and drift apart.
I'm amazed she still wants to keep doing that voice despite being 74 years old. The second oldest main cast member of The Simpsons, only behind Harry Shearer. No signs of retiring. That is, unless Fox Broadcasting goes bankrupt or Disney becomes even more strapped for cash than they are now. But of course, one reason why Disney bought 20th Century Fox is so they could get their grubby paws on The Simpsons, as well as the movie rights to the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, along with the rights to the original Star Wars trilogy and the 3 prequels. But let me conclude with this. Marge Simpson dying was all for a non-canonical flash-forward episode. Heck, in that same episode, we could see that Moe Szyslak had finally killed himself. How's that for being non-canon? When season 37 premieres on Fox, the Simpson family will be back to normal at their usual ages, while at the same time, season 36 will be added to Disney Plus, just like clockwork. But until then, keep watching this channel to hear any more of my findings or capers or debunking of any more clickbaity rumors, or whatever else Zach Wolf and company come up with.